think we're recording, and it's my first debut post of a chess game. I just had a game sent to me by a close friend called Jeff, who has recently started playing the Hippo opening. So I thought I'd share it with YouTubers who like chess, and I will get straight into the game. My friend is on the black side. Usually it's black playing the Hippo, but white. You can also play the Hippo on the white side. So the game starts with kind of an English, and black usually disguises the fact he's going to play the Hippo by pretending to play a King's Indian or an Owen or a modern, or even Finch sometimes. But it's usually well hidden. So we've got double fianchetto coming up very quickly, and you can see the black's playing the Hippo, which is a small centre, and black will just patiently wait for white to advance those central pawns in the near future, and use the spaces that open up to position his knights on the outpost created by the pawn advance. We'll see how that develops. Can't allow the white bishop to the black square white bishop to enter the king's position. So this is a standard prophylactic, the H pawn push. White keeps building up a nice, solid central position. And the knights, on the black side, the knights are now positioned where they should be in the Hippo, on the E7 and D7 squares. And this is a standard push. You'll see Eric Hansen doing that if you follow Eric Hansen's speed run against 17, 1800 type players. You'll see him doing this kind of pawn push and getting a rapid kingside attack. Here you can see that black's position is actually well suited for that. And here comes the knight, preparing to enter on some outposts on f4. Let's go back a bit before I push that pawn. White is obviously preparing a pawn push, and black stops that from happening. You can see that the black knights now have outposts on c5 and on f4, and that's a standard thing that, or opportunity that black looks for in this kind of opening. The white knight seems to be heading for the f5 outpost, which makes a lot of sense. And I think the black knights are beginning to penetrate on the king's side, heading for g4 or f4, perhaps even knight to h5, and therefore white continues the knight maneuver to get the outpost on f5. Black needs to get the bishop back into play, the white squared black bishop, because it's biting on granite. Here comes the pawn advance. This is standard practice in the Hippo. Usually white side attacks on the queen side and black is attacking on the king side. Here comes the outpost occupied by the knight on f4. This can't be good. I think it's better to either push the pawn on c5. What else can white do? Perhaps push the h pawn as a prophylactic. But bishop takes knight just gives away the advantage, so that can't be good. Here we've got not such a great move. That's definitely second best. Throwing away the advantage. And which way should black take? if you chose e takes, you've chosen correctly. It's the best choice. And black is back with equality, at least. Comes in the way. Maneuver. And black has equality in this position. Black wants to get the outpost for the knight on e5. Here comes the pawn push. White might have a small advantage. Now, knight is probably the best idea, or retreating the bishop. Instead, white plays knight to d4, which is problematic. Better than the pawn push is either knight takes bishop or pawn takes c4. Now this is not good. This is very, very dubious. Gives black the advantage. Better than pawn to g3 is pawn takes c4, c5, with the idea of bringing the bishop into d4. You can sympathise with black wanting to attack because that's one of the thematic ideas of the Hippo, is to attack on the king side. As I said, Eric Hansen does on a regular basis when he's playing the Hippo. And things are looking pretty good on the black side. And certainly black has the advantage at this juncture. Now, bishop b6 takes the c pawn on c5 is good. The idea is to keep taking until you get a pawn on c5 and then bring the bishop in onto d4. It's the best plan available. It keeps the advantage for black. But black plays the right idea and then stops playing the right idea. This throws away the advantage, because white can easily parry these pawn threats. And now the rook comes in. And black should not have allowed the rook coming in on the 7th rank. And it wouldn't have been the case if the pawn had been taken and the bishop had been brought to d4. Now, white wins pretty much with rook to e1, bishop d6, king f3, king g7, rook e6, threatening rook to g6, and white is crushing. That didn't happen because white played king to f3, king to g7. Now black gets the advantage. He manages to get his king into f6. So white threw away the opportunity, a winning opportunity. And now it's black with quite a reasonable advantage. White tries to close the position, but pawns are beginning to drop. And the rest of the game is pretty easy to win. Black has the advantage here. Just too many pawns. Sometimes in these positions, white can hold the hold a draw, but here that's not possible. And now all black has to do is advance the king across, and the white bishop will be lost when the pawn advances and gets the queen. And that's game over. That's how it ended. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from that. And remember, you're always good enough.